Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing this evening? Glad to have you here with us. Come on in, get a seat here at our kitchen. Mama's going to make some homemade lemonade. Now, this is the first batch of the year, but there's a reason for it, and I'll tell you why. We didn't do it 4th of July. We always do lemonade on 4th of July. I don't know how come we didn't. But I had purchased this little handy-dandy thing here. You don't have to have this. You could use a handle of a wooden spoon. This is called a muddler. I got it off Amazon, and I've been making lemonade by the glass all summer. Just put one lemon, and I muddle it in a bottom of my glass, and I put whatever sweetener I want in it, and then put water, and it's delicious. But Mama's gonna make us almost a gallon. It's a half gallon or something. It's a whatever pitcher we have right here is what we're making tonight.
Here, you can roll. I see if that and I'll roll better. Microwave it for 10 seconds and I'll do it.
It's rolling better.
Well, I've got your finger rolling.
I'll have to get a cutting board because this, I'll have to cut them, won't I?
Yeah, you'll have to get them when we get them rolling.
Let me get a cutting board. And you got a knife over there, don't you?
I got a little orange one. I don't know if you want a better one or not. A bigger one's what I meant to say.
Okay.
And just roll them.
This one's thoroughly rolled.
Well, if you've done so good on that and so fast, this one's rolled some, but it's going to have to be some more.
And that muddler's going to help with some of the rolling. But now, like I said, you don't have to purchase this. This does help, though. But you can use a wooden spoon handle or a metal spoon. I don't guess it matters, but this works really good to get in there and get them mushed up. This one's rolled too, Mama. How many are you going to do?
I'm going to do 4. If it's too strong, we'll add a little water.
We used to always do gallons only, but that's when Daddy was alive. And he drank a lot of lemonade, even when he wasn't supposed to, but he did. And we won't drink much more than this tonight. And if you wait till tomorrow, it'll be a little stronger. You don't want to leave your rinds in there overnight. Those are all done.
Have I lost one?
In the microwave.
Oh, here's it. I was thinking I had 4 already out. 4 is all I'm using.
4 total, and they're in the microwave. 1. So these have just been rolled, and we just heated them in the microwave for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And that just gives them a little easier rolling.
Here, roll that one. It's not been rolled yet.
See, it's firm, and it'll be firm even after I roll it.
Yet. Well, I've done microwave it. Better go ahead.
What was you going to do?
I was going to say, wait and see, but better not since I've microwaved it.
10 seconds ain't going to make a difference, Mama. So, what do you get to?
I'm cutting the end a little so this juice will come out.
So she cuts in to kind of break up all the little pockets of lemon in there. Much lemon?
Paid me back. Scalpel. Look how much juice by putting it in a microwave. I got out
For 1 lemon, that's great.
And if you want to cut that one, you'll have to get your another.
I'll get my own, Mama. You know me.
Now this don't leave pretty slices of lemon.
But you can add to the end if you're doing it for a show.
If I'm doing it for a party or a get-together,
Don't squeeze that one.
I wouldn't squeeze the last 1 or 2.
Now, you put these in there, and this is where this little thing, it sure don't make them pretty, but it sure makes them taste good. You can show them how to use that, Mama. So you just stick it down in there, and you just mash it. You can use that if you're doing anything.
Oh,
not
that
just
lemon smells
coming out of there.
yeah.
You can use that muddler for blending anything. Herbs. If you want to blend up herbs in your dish or whatever you're doing.
I'm going to do this one.
I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. I didn't roll it too much, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it before. Here's another thing you do is cut them a little thinner. They'll look pretty too, and they'll float easy.
I don't want it getting all over again.
We got that on camera. I mean, not that it
A
matters.
lemon bath.
If you get real pretty tomorrow, we'll all swear it's so
I
beautiful.
don't have a lemon left in the refrigerator. I'll come in and rub them all over. It takes away the wrinkles
It takes away wrinkles.
and old age. There you go, sir. I'm gonna wash my hands, and I was gonna throw these in the garbage, but I think I'll lay them over here and let them smell a little bit.
You can do that. You can also put them in some boiling water. You can also put them in tea. These I left kind of pretty down here on the cutting board. Now the muddler does just what it says. It muddles everything together. But you can see by putting that in the microwave, it helps. No matter how much you squeeze it, you can always get a little bit more out of it with this because your hands just aren't going to mash it down in there like this. But you can take this, but like I said, you can take a spoon. I would use the spoon end down in here. The handle probably just poke holes.
Don't put them in the microwave long. I usually put them about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you don't want to, you can get them so hot they'll boil, or the lemon juice could burn you.
Hit the duck.
And don't put a bowl of them in there for 20 seconds and think it's the same thing. She's going to use a, let's try a cup.
Cup and see. Now muddle the sugar in with that juice.
Yummy! I don't know if we have any of our lemonade tumblers or not. We had a special on them last summer and you got the lemonade recipe, but this is it. So if you're wanting our lemonade recipe, which some people have asked.
That's a little different because that's a different size pitcher than
Yeah, we usually use per gallon. Mom would use 6 lemons and she would use 2 cups of sugar in it. So see how the sugar and the lemon juice is all in there together. You want to shake all that off there. You sure don't want to waste none of that goodness. Whew. It dawned on me Monday that summer's about over. That Labor Day will be here before you know it. And that we need to be thinking about our end of summer activities and getting the, I think the ribs and the potato salad had me in the notion of summer's almost over. It's almost picnic time. Yeah, we always picnic in, we picnic out. You ever notice Memorial Day, big picnic day, Labor Day, big picnic day. It's always good with coffee though. This lemonade is a family favorite. We've had lemonade in this household for many, many years. My whole life.
getting the cold water out of the
door
of the refrigerator.
You know what would be good, Mama?
Crushed ice.
2 cups of crushed ice in there.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're gonna find out what size pitcher this is. What was that? 2 cups?
2 cups, yeah. A little over 2 cups. This is a 2-cup measurement.
2-cup measurement. I'm gonna use this, what they would say would be a potato masher. I say it's wonderful for scooping, mashing those lemons, and stirring that sugar and that lemon together. Just I can pick them up, roll them.
There is.
And it's not melons,
2 more.
not gonna make a lot of noise. So that's 4 cups. Look at that, folks. That's deliciousness.
Oh gosh, that muddler sure brings out the
Juice.
pulp. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna make noise.
This is like churning it together. It'll also take out a few seeds. I don't try not to get the seeds in lemonade because it's oh so good. Having that homemade lemonade, it just seems like something good. Homemade lemonade, it can't be beat. It's my favorite thing in the summer.
That's
with
2
tomato.
cups of crushed ice.
And that's just something we added.
We'll put some more water because that ice is loud.
Lay this right on top. Mm-mm-mm. Can you say delicious? Mm-mm-mm. Now, Mama.
That ain't gonna hold them 2 cups.
That's all right. Now, Mama, that would be.
I stir that up and we'll drink some.
This would be. I ain't gonna stir it no more.
Well, I put the plain water on top and you can stir it in.
It looks so pretty though. I didn't want to disturb it.
That's what I bet the cabinet door.
All right.
You want to do the honors?
You gonna put some ice in here?
You want some crushed or
Cubed or crushed? Crushed would be good. It's hot today. It's hot this week. I think it's supposed to be hot tomorrow, hotter Saturday. I think they're giving 97 for Saturday. It's pretty warm here.
heat index supposed to be like 106.
106 index. That's hot. Too hot to cook. We have air conditioning, but I don't want to heat the house, and I'm not hungry for anything hot. I had a sandwich for lunch because it was so hot, and it's still. What'd you eat today, Mom?
Some chicken nuggets up there.
Have a seat. Let's have a cold glass of lemonade. And then we'll talk a while. Hi from Lexington, Kentucky. Yum. Michelle says, Lexington, Kentucky. Casey Cohen from Lexington. That looks very delicious. It is. It's delicious. I can tell you it's delicious before I even try it. Because, like I said, my mom has been making this for years.
It
But
may
look,
not be as good since I'm changing size of containers.
now, folks, can you actually look at that? Knowing what's in it and how good, and not think that's going to be delicious. Oh, you're just tuning in. This is not a mixed drink other than water, lemon, and sugar. This is definitely delicious homemade lemonade. Mama, I don't know for sure now, but I don't think I've seen one seed.
Oh, you can spit them out. It's country.
Like eating watermelon in it. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I got a seed.
First place note it was mine. Reason no one didn't know it.
And here's your little lemon.
Oh boy.
And there's mine. All right, here's the test. Give it a test, Mama.
It's tart, but it's good.
Don't need any more sugar though. You'd like for it to be part syrup, wouldn't you?
I'd like for it to be a little sweeter.
Do you want to add a little more sugar?
No, I'll go with this. This is good. You know me, I want it a little slurpier, a little sweeter. But this is...
Folks, make you some homemade lemonade before the season's over. Not that it's not good in September, October, November, December, any day of the month you want to choose, or year. But it just seems so perfect here at the end of August.
Yeah.
When it's 93 or 4 outside.
I know this lady, she used to say it was homemade lemonade. But she'd use those big containers, cord or whatever they are, like, I don't know what brands and stuff. But lemonade mix you get in a canister like that.
Powdered.
Powder. She'd make her lemonade that way and put a few slices of lemon in it. To me, that's not what I want. I want real lemonade.
To each their own, but really and truly. When I think of homemade lemonade, Daddy sure would have liked it.
Yeah.
Only he would have put a straw in it and said, I hope y'all can find you some.
He loved his lemonade.
He was satisfied, though, on the regular. I guess I could say, the only thing I ever seen my daddy prepare in the kitchen was Kool-Aid. And he always it was pink lemonade Kool-Aid. He could do that.
That's only fun.
But I've never seen him cook anything, prepare anything, or stir up anything else. One time he done something on the stove, and I thought something was wrong with you. I thought, Lord, Mom was...
That's when you was young. You asked me, said...
What was he making, canned soup?
No, he was cooking dinner. I had that real bad migraine headache and sick and didn't...
How did he get it together?
He come every 5 seconds and asked me what to do, what to get out.
Do you remember what it was?
I can't remember now. I was so sick. I said, I didn't want to eat. I wanted it dark and quiet and still. And you come in there and bothered me and you say, Mommy, are you bad sick? There's something going to happen to you. Daddy ain't never cooked before.
I'd never seen him cook.
Did you remember that?
I never seen him wash dishes or any of that stuff.
He never did do none of that. You did, though.
Well, there was this crazy woman around here making me do stuff. Oh, that was you.
Oh, yeah. I always told you, you've got to learn to do things to survive in this world.
I remember you saying, you're not going to be like your daddy. You ain't going to be able to not cook or eat or take care of yourself.
My daddy cooked to do anything. He encouraged all 4
I would say my granny never let Daddy in the kitchen.
She probably didn't.
I remember her letting me stir something one time. She said, you want to stir this? And I said, yeah, I'll stir it. And I remember stirring like 3 seconds. Okay, now let me have it.
But we all was taught to cook. All 4 of my brothers could cook. All 4 of us girls could cook. Daddy says you've got to learn to do stuff if you're going to survive. So that's what we had to do.
Well, I could survive on that right there, I believe.
Oh, you'd have to have a little bite of food to go with it sometimes. Is that satisfying? You taste better than glasses you did this
Summertime.
summertime?
Actually, the glasses have been pretty good. You just take a glass. I'd use a bigger one than this.
Oh, yeah.
I've been using my y'all sweet tea glass.
That's what you've been using.
That big tumbler. And I just take 1 lemon, slice it up like that, put it in there, and I take this muddler and I just mash it. And then I would just use either sugar substitute or real sugar, whatever I want to put in there enough for a glass. And put some water and a little bit of crushed ice, and it's been delicious. I would have been hollering for lemonade before now had I not been fixing these individual cups. You know, y'all have seen it probably on Facebook, and they've been doing it for a while.
What? Just cut glass by glass.
And I even fixed your glass one day, and you said it was pretty good. But I still think this right here is better.
it's just pretty to look at while you're drinking.
You could have made it in a 5-gallon bucket and I would have thought it was delicious.
Yeah, you don't care. But I think send the sliced lemons, crushed ice.
I did do
Tossed
that
it over.
2 years ago or so when Mama's first started doing Tupperware. These tumblers came with a pitcher. What do we do with that pitcher? A little one.
Oh, it's even smaller than
It's
this.
smaller. But I kept a Tupperware pitcher of ice water in the refrigerator all the time. Mama wouldn't touch water. But I kept a pitcher of it in there all the time. And it's separate. I'd drag it out and put it on the table and I'd get me a glass and be drinking. She said, well, give me some of that. And for long, that every night we was drinking water.
Yeah, we did drink quite a bit of water.
And you drink more because it was sitting in there.
Well, sometimes you put lemon in it and no sugar. No sugar.
Just
water and lemon.
Sometimes I put blackberries in it. And sometimes I put
Strawberries.
Strawberries.
Not many strawberries.
and it was good.
Orange. If we had oranges, you'd slice up
No,
oranges.
orange was a favorite.
It's pretty to see it and stuff. And it's just, now, you drink it, but you look at that's frosted over and stuff. It's just like looking at a pop. If it's good, cold, sweaty, frosting over, it makes you thirsty and want it better.
Does that make y'all thirsty?
Well, sure it does. It has to.
Good country lemonade. Let's talk a while. Let's see what y'all saying. My son knew how to cook eggs at 10 years old. Sure, that's good. Sounds like your mic is in another side from you.
No, it's not moving.
It's right here. Can y'all hear? Can y'all hear us? I hope. I'm sorry, Beverly. We're not getting good volume. I love sliced cucumber. Oh, yeah, that's good too, Sandra. Mm-hmm. Watermelon is good flavoring for your... Oh, Brandy, I hadn't tried that. Heat index in Louisville, Kentucky, 109. That's what we Stephanie, we got about what you all get. About the same.
I seen little Emily today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And she was trying to guess her age, 10, 9, 10, 11. She's 12, she told me today.
Well, that's great.
Emily's 12. And they were leaving, and she said, I told Mommy I had to come and see Mama. Hug her.
Aww.
She hugged me 3 or 4 times. So
hey,
Emily, she's so sweet and pretty.
She is sweet. She made, she sent me a picture
of sliders
that she made.
Yeah, she does good.
Keep cooking, Emily. Keep cooking.
Yeah. She's a pretty little old girl. She's sweet.
Let's see who.
She said when we mentioned her name the other time, it made her day, and I said, well, you's a sweet girl.
Mama has her blue jeans on tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Mama, you do have on blue jeans.
Oh, it's these little cropped up blue jeans.
Isn't there a song about baby's got her blue jeans on?
Yeah.
We like to say Mama's. And we don't have no rights to that song.
No, we sure don't. Is these the ones with the fancy pockets or the plain pockets?
Mama, they said they can't hear you.
Oh, I'm the one that has trouble all the time.
What happened to the lapel microphone? Well, we get so many complaints about it, and we quit using it. Because Mama cannot sit here. Now, I'm telling y'all, it's not just, she's just, do you see her jump up right there?
I was showing him my blue jeans, my pockets.
It's a sickness, and she's got the butterfly syndrome. She flies all over the place, and she gets over there with the lapel mic on and a beating and a thumping, and like, we can't hear, what's that noise? We tried it 2 or 3 times, and
we tried it more than that. It didn't work out.
There's noisy Mama said. I need maybe a stationary mic up here or something. But we've learned she can't wear it.
Crushing that ice would have killed him if I had one on then. There'd be, turn it off, turn it off. Excuse me.
Let's see here. I can't. There. I was froze up. I can hear just fine. Well, thank you, Retha. John, you always call Mama a jackrabbit. Heather, she is a jackrabbit. And I call her a jackrabbit for my whole life. I've called her a jackrabbit because, and Dad would do the same thing. Like you could say, if you ask her a question, she jumps up. Like you'd be sitting here eating, and he'd say, "Do we have any of those sweet pickles?"
I didn't know that face.
And he said, "Don't jump up. But if we have any, I'll go get." No, go. If I say I'm gonna get a cutting board, she'll go get it. If I say I'm gonna get a spoon, she'll go get it. And then she gets me in trouble with you all because you all say, "He's just sitting there ordering Mama." I don't order Mama around for nothing except the only time I order Mama around is when I tell her not to be on a ladder, to be safe. Don't fly when you're driving.
I don't fly.
Don't be doing too much. I tell her those things, but that's just out of love and me concern for her. But I don't tell her to do nothing. Did I tell you to do anything?
No, you just don't.
I mean, I tell you to do lots of things.
Yeah.
But as far as ordering you around or telling you what you're going to do or not do and all that, I don't do that.
If I thought you was boss me, I wouldn't do none of it.
That's the thing. Even when I'm telling her not to do something, I'm doing it. She knows I'm doing it. You don't need to be on the ladder. Don't get on the ladder, Mama. And she's like, I know, but I'll be careful. You can't do much with her.
I'm not that bad.
You're getting better.
I ain't been on a ladder in several days now.
I know. Days. I thought you was going to say months. I said, no. You was on a ladder after the other day.
Yeah, but it's been a few days since I was on a ladder. I may have to get
Mama's definitely her own boss and my boss too. You all may not know behind the scenes what goes on. Mama is definitely the queen. If you don't believe me, ask around. Ask her sister. I'm going to do a panel interview one day. We'll get all of her sisters and people that go to church. Just like I told you the guy at church the other night. If you can please Mama, you're doing good. Because she's strict. People knows her. It's not just me.
I'm going to have a talk with him, straighten him out.
What are you going to tell me? Quit telling the truth on me?
I'm not picky or mean or nothing.
He didn't say he was mean. He said
Hard to please.
He just said you're strict.
Strict, that's what it was.
He didn't even say hard to please.
Strict. Well, I guess I am strict in some ways.
You think? Mm-hmm. Don't use that spoon. That's not the spoon I use. It won't hurt nothing with it. Here, use this spoon. I don't use that spoon. If you go to boil potatoes, you say, don't use that pot. I don't use that pot. Here, use this pot. Mama, this pot will work.
That's just because I'm set in my ways.
This pot will work. It might work, but here, use this one.
This is what I use. Now use it.
True story. Mama, I bought you a food processor 40 years ago. 30 years ago. Well, you can use that sometime, but I'm not going to use it on this. We'll use it sometime when I have time to fool with that. Mama, you're making chow chow. Do you know how easy it is to rub through all?
We used our Tupperware chopper for the chow chow.
Yes, we do. The last time. But I'm talking about 20 years prior to that when you would not use the food processor I bought to make it easier on you.
I always cut it by hand. When we make chicken salad, I cut everything by hand the same size and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You think she can be bossed? You can't. She used the Tupperware chopper the last time we made chow chow.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it worked wonderful, didn't it?
Yeah.
That's what makes Mama's stuff so good. She is very meticulous to detail. She does stuff by hand. You know, she never would let my daddy plow potatoes with a mule or even the tractor. No, they had to be done with a mattock.
A hoe, not a mattock.
Oh. Roll after roll after roll. He said, I can have them out there and do.
Oh, you was talking about digging them. I thought you was talking about plowing them.
Digging them.
Yeah, I dig them with a mattock, yeah.
I know what you use, Mom. I wasn't going to correct you.
I thought you said hoeing them. I hoe them with a hoe.
You hoe them with a hoe, but you dug them with a mattock.
Yeah.
And he had a plow to plow them out. Even a.
Used to, he'd plow them out, and you'd pick them up, and it would cover half of them back up, and you had to go through it again, and go through it again, and I said, just let me have my mattock, I can do it all at one time and get it done the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got that right on me, move that back.
We was going to paint the house one time. Dad couldn't do a letter. He had inner ear trouble and stuff. He was going to hire people to paint it. And she said, let me start it and see how much I can get done before you hire somebody. Her and her sister and me, we painted, and her son, my cousins, we painted ourselves to death that summer because Mama wasn't going to have nobody paint the house. It was going to be her, and it was going to be us, and she was going to tell us what to do. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I paint up way up in the cones on the ladder, and your daddy was supposed to be holding the ladder for me, a big long ladder, and he got to talking and just put his foot on there and hold it. He was just shaking me. I said, if you can't hold that ladder no better than that, just quit. Let me be on my own. Because he was shaking me to death, talking and
I like when people say you can be boss, because I'm like, she can't be told. Now, let's boss.
I painted it and done it. That's when I was young and did do stuff a lot.
You was 50 in your 50s?
Well, that was young. I would tackle it right now. It'd take me a lot longer, but I'd tackle it. I got that old rug up today, George.
You did what?
That rug out there, I pulled it out.
That big old rug?
Uh-huh. He helped me roll it. I got till I couldn't handle it. And then I took it out in the carport, drug it out there.
By yourself?
Yeah, I took it out there by myself. I drug it.
And y'all wonder why I'm afraid to leave the house. Totally unrelated story. Do y'all know anybody who sits with the elderly that can be trusted to do a good job? I have a friend who's looking for someone to watch his mother.
His mother don't need watching.
You don't even know which friend I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I can tell you his name, date of birth, and everything.
Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama, before I have to whip this baby of mine.
Y'all have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be into something else. It'll be tomorrow night's party night. It's Friday night party. Ooh, we might set up to 9:30 or something. Wow.
Oh, Lord, that's pushing it off late.
Y'all have a blessed night. Bye.
Bye.